It's something that we think about a lot, actually. We see it really as an evolution, much less
Mm.
than a revolution. I think if you think about it, mobile money is really Africa's original stablecoin. If you think about what M-Pesa did back in 2007, you know, I never stop getting excited or like amazed when I think about this. But you had economies that were almost entirely cash based for the transfer of value. And you had a realization that as mobile penetration grew and people were handing over, shillings or kwacha or cedis to a company to buy airtime or to buy data, you had a digital
Yeah.
store of value. You had this brilliant idea to use the same infrastructure to store financial value and make it easily transferable. So what you have a form of digital money that is held in custody with mobile network operators instead of banks. You have this form of transferability, which happens instantly across a ledger. Immediately whether a transaction is successful, it's more secure than banking. It's natively digital. Oh, holy cow! Like all of a sudden, what am I describing? I'm describing to you the same things that like people talk about the advantages of stablecoin. So I think like that's how we approach it, and we see that the continent was 20 years ahead in terms of building this infrastructure before we were talking about crypto and digital assets and stablecoin on conferences and on podcasts and kind of all of the rest of it. So to kind of continue that thread is that mobile money digitized a lot of economic activity within countries. Aggregators and payment companies like PowerPay have come along to kind of connect that ecosystem to itself and to each other to start opening up this network to local merchants, to Pan African merchants, to international merchants. And then the next step that we see is the kind of continuance of this digitization with stablecoin, which makes the international or global movement of money kind of follow the same path. It's just giving us more speed. It's giving us more security. It's reducing costs and it's reducing friction. And therefore, we've had stablecoins as part of our settlement flow um,
Mm.
for 4 years since
Really?
before, yeah, since before they were cool.
Wow.
It's not
First
something that
first
like
mover's
we've ever
advantage.
felt the need to kind of like maybe we should have like market or we don't push it so hard. And of course, there's lots of discussion around compliance and making sure you do it in jurisdictions where it's acceptable and all of the rest of it. But
Yeah.
it's for us, it's just kind of an evolutionary piece that we built into the digital payments infrastructure that we already operate. And it's all about just making it easier to do business across the continent.